Hey everyone, this is SEMA 2024. You're in the Icon Tools at Harbor Freight booth. I want to show you the new Icon ratchet, the G2 ratchet. It's about a year away. We're in field testing right now. It's an all-new design and engineered by Icon ratchet from the ground up. It's got stronger steel alloys. It's got a fully sealed head. It's got a new locking flex head mechanism and an all-new grip. Beyond that, we've got 29 new SKUs. We've got true stubby ratchets. We've got extra long ratchets with a stronger new ratchet mechanism. And then we also have a 3/4 inch drive high tooth count ratchet coming out. So look for this in your local Harbor Freight about a year from now.
Really tight arc swing there. It's so quiet too. And then free floating. And then you can lock it. That's sick. Ending of 2025, they can expect the new G2 Icon ratchets to be in store, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Cool. Sounds good, and we're excited to hear from Harbor Freight. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, so we're here at the Maladon booth at SEMA 2024. We're here with the man himself, Steve Morrison, and you can show us all the new items and products that you want to show off, and what's new, what's been working good, and what do you have that you want to show the world?
Want to start with the LS Chevy?
Yeah, let's start off with the LS Chevy.
Got one right over here.
Yep. So who's this going to pertain to, and why is this something that people should be looking out for?
This particular deal will put an LS into pretty much everything, whether it's a 57 Chevy, 40 Ford, 60 Camaro, 72 Chevelle. This fits everything. And it's also made in the USA, unlike a lot of the other cast pans.
Yeah.
And it also has more capacity for oil. It's shallower, has a lot more room for steering, and it's shorter in the front.
Yeah.
Cross member style.
Cool.
So a lot of benefits. And this is a kit, so it comes complete with the pickup, filter back, bus, and gasket and bolts.
And everything. Okay.
Everything in one box.
So something that sets you apart from a lot of other people when you're designing a pan kit and you're making kits just in general is you make all the clearance for all the kind of different strokes for different folks, correct?
Right. This will take a stroker, no problem. It'll also take the regular tray, like this is the windage tray for the LS.
Yeah.
On the dyno, this thing, right at 3,000, it started making 13 horsepower.
Wow.
And it went all the way to the top at 13 horse. And it's 120 bucks. So for 13 horsepower, it's pretty cheap.
So let me ask you, what is the real big benefit of getting all that oil off of the crank and keeping it into the pan?
Well, it's like running through mud or snow. I mean, if it slows you down just a little bit, but it slows you down.
Yeah.
And you figure a fluid against a 90-pound crankshaft, what's that going to do? Well, it actually does a lot. When it's like 6, 7, 8,000 RPM, all that oil going to the oil pan, like all of the oil going from the top,
a lot of interference.
has to go through there.
Yeah.
So it's dragging through there, and you're making horsepower with camshafts and valves and heads, and then you're losing it because it's wading through all this oil. So if you can get the oil out of there with a windage tray, a true windage tray.
Yeah, which is what you provide, right? So your design is, implemented to keep all the oil off the windage tray or off the crankshaft, I should say, into the pan so that people can get that free horsepower. It also has more beneficial oil containment, correct? So that it's not all slumping to the back of the pan, right?
Yep, it speeds the recovery back to the sump too. So otherwise it gets in a vortex and it just kind of wads up around the crank and it stays there. So you want to dump into the oil pan so you get it to use again.
And oiling for a motor is crucial, right? So we want to make sure we are recirculating that fresh oil to the top of the motor, getting it all the way through to the components that it needs. And that's what your pans primarily focus on, as well as giving customers the convenience to swap it into different stuff. Also look badass. I love the gold. It's a great plate color and everything. And just the quality of the product, man. We run your pan on our Gen 3 Hemi, which you guys have those products here also. And the results speak for themselves. 811 in the quarter, slipping the belt, no oil starvation or any problems and stuff like that. And that's thanks to your guys' products, right?
Made to go fast. So if you look inside, this is a whole capture reservoir. There's a whole other layer below this that's going to capture any oil that gets away. And it's got louver, so as the oil is falling from the rods, it goes back in here and is contained. If this was open, you'd have a puddle of oil and the crank's going to pick it up. throw it on the cylinder walls and all over the place again.
And it's also uneven. It's just all the oil is just going to be right here at the back
Right.
of the
pocket.
pan.
And then we got the windage tray that goes over this, like you said, is clearance for a stroker.
Yep.
It rips the oil off the crankshaft, sends it back down, and then it takes its time and falls back in here. So
you guys can see, literally the proof is in the pudding. This stuff works. We use it. He's standing behind it, and if you don't have one, you need to get one. So yeah, cool.
That's it.
Thank you guys so much, and
Appreciate
we'll
it.
also show you guys what's on the car and all the benefits to it. So cool.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Anything like that. These are not drag race. Okay, cool. Because this is no sway bar provisions.
Yeah, no, we got rid of the rear sway bar, and then what you call it. We were looking for, you know, well, sometimes
Because you're going down typically rough surfaces
yeah.
or not ideal surfaces. So
yeah.
we have non buy-in dealer options too, where it's
Okay.
like just set up tax ID up and burn. Just to do the 4-inch valve. It's great to have the highest.
When it comes out, does it go right or left?